Hi guys, I wanted to do like a 1 month update on the greenhouse. I'll just start over here. So this is my little onion area and we have a lot of weeds. I'm kind of waiting till they get a little bit bigger to pull out easier because when they're so small, it's just hard. But other than weeds, I only have 2 onions growing. There's one right here. And then there is one back there. So I bought a bag of onion sets last year, and the bag was so big I didn't use them all, and so I just saved them. And I don't think you're supposed to save onion sets. So I think that's why they're not really working. It's because they're from last year. But now I know. I didn't want to just throw them away and never know, so I decided to just plant them anyways. And they'll either come up or they won't. So I have 2 onions so far. These 2 rows are potatoes, which I don't think I see any potatoes yet. Sometimes I don't really know if it's a weed or a plant until it gets bigger. And then I am going to have a row of lettuce. I have 2 planted back there so far. And then I have 2 right here in the milk jugs. And then the next row is beets. I do see a lot of beets coming in. Like, I know that all of these are little beets. So, yeah, a lot of beets coming in. And let's see, all of these things. So, I think it's been almost 2 months now that my friends and I planted seeds in the milk jugs. And I think that maybe we didn't plant seeds like deep enough into the stronger dirt and we put this black dirt over it. And when I watered it, the seeds just kind of popped out on a lot of them, so they didn't really take. So I don't see any honeydew. I don't know what this is. Oh, no cauliflower. This is a Brussels sprout. So I have a Brussels sprout, no celery, no cabbage. These are flowers. So I'm excited to see what those flowers turn into. And most of these over here in these containers lost their name tags. So a lot of them look like weeds. But like I said, I'm just letting things grow and sprout because I don't know what they are or if they're weeds.
What are you doing, Mom?
I am just doing a video, Noah. And some of them have things like echinacea, cilantro, sweet basil, but nothing's really happening. So it's just waiting. Gardening is just a waiting game. And these things in the jars, so when I water my trees, these pop up next to them, and so instead of throwing them away, I try to replant them, which this one right here was laying flat like the other ones a few days ago, and it just sprouted up. So I'm just going to keep watering because it looks like it's actually coming back. My friend gave me some mint. This one does not look like it's coming back. Red veined sorrel. I don't think that's coming back. Comfrey's doing good. Horseradish. Doing good. Well, doesn't look like it, but like I said, they were laying flat. I think when they were replanted, it takes them a long time. Same with this. This is dill, and it was all laying flat the other day, and so it's actually popping back up. So these are recent. Oregano, parsley, they're doing good. Let's see. So the next, I have a few plants back here. That one and that one. So these actually sprouted up in the other little greenhouse that I have. And I don't know what they are. I don't know if they were seeds that kind of came out of the milk jugs, and so I just planted them. I mean, for all I know, I planted some weeds, but we will see. They don't look like weeds to me, which is why I planted them. This is another one. So I think it's going to turn into something. I'll be excited to see. And then here, planted peas. Oh, there are some ants, huh?
They're gonna eat.
And then here's some peas. But yeah, other ones just have not sprouted at all. This row is cucumber. So these milk jugs with just the brown dirt I planted later. So quite a few different cucumbers, and then there's one back there. I feel like I planted that one too soon, but it is still alive back there. It's just being slow. And I just don't know. These are all beans, and this bean was doing good. Gosh, and then all of a sudden it's not. It's a rattlesnake bean. This one back here just sprouted recently. Borlotti bean. These are all our watermelon. Circle vine watermelon. That one's hard to read. Orange. Flush watermelon, I believe. So that was another one that I had a smaller one and I planted it over here somewhere, and it was a goner. So I'm just trying to leave these in for as long as I can. That is, oh, that's a bean. I'm pretty sure that's a bean. And then I have pumpkins that I planted. Some Blue Prince pumpkins. Sugar pie pumpkins, which we grew last year. These are actually the seeds from our pumpkins from last year. And they did really well, and we ate them and made pumpkin pie, and it was delicious. So I'm excited for those. And those are just big pumpkins. Let's see. We can come over here. Oh, my tomatoes that are over here. Well, they're all of our tomatoes that we planted. They're actually doing a lot better than I thought. So there's some there. And we've got a lot of different ones. Those are Roma, Rutgers. This is a beefsteak. One of them was, a Crim black tomato. So it'll be interesting. But they're so small. I was getting impatient. And I went to the store and I bought 4 different tomato plants. Which I don't feel bad. They were 50% off. So I think I paid $1 a plant or something. So there's 4 different kinds of tomatoes there. Parks Whopper, Super Fantastic, Big Mama, and Burpee Big Boy. Noah, will you please not ride your bike through my garden area? You just hit the flowers with your tire. And these are all different kinds of peppers, which have not come up. So this one's come up just recently. Hot pepper jalapeno. So we've got some jalapenos. But other than that, I did read online that they liked at least 70-degree weather. So maybe it was too chilly for them the first little while. And they're kind of starting to pop up. I don't know. We'll see. But same thing with the seeds kind of just popping out. Probably my fault from watering too hard. Let's see. I'm transplanting some lilac bushes. So they look really bad, but it says 6 to 8 weeks. Whoops, my shadow's in the way, sorry. 6 to 8 weeks for new lilac bushes to kind of start rooting. So it's only been like a week or 2 or something like that. So that's that one and that one and that one. And then same thing with my trees. These are some trees that started growing next to my other trees, and I didn't want them to suck the nutrients, and so I just repotted them. And they're doing pretty good. They were all laying down and they're standing up now. These little tiny trees I have in the middle, they were given to me. And they said one is a cherry tree and one is a dogwood tree. But then there were 3. So I don't know which one's a cherry or which one's dogwood or anything. I just planted them and they will grow and we will see what they do. So I have no idea. And over here is my Three Sisters area where I'm going to do corn. And then when the corn is maybe like a foot tall, I will plant pole beans. And the corn will be tall enough for the pole beans to be able to crawl on. And then I will plant a type of squash. And then the squash will provide the shade, and it's the Three Sisters that help each other out, the three plants, eh? So, my cute little corn. I have never grown corn before, and it's really exciting. All of them are doing really well. There's 4 in every little circle. So my dad put these rocks around them because he was so afraid of people walking on them, so he added that touch. Except this little one, there's only 2. And I think that's all that's going to come up here. I don't know, obviously not every seed takes, and so I guess 2 seeds here didn't take. But that's okay. All the rest of them are doing really good. It's just so exciting because it takes so much time. I mean, I have tilled all the way from that side of the greenhouse all the way to this side. And then over here on that corner, I've tilled all the way, well, I guess to the bike things over there. But it's a lot of work. I till it one way, and then I put on like either chicken compost or cow pies, or we have some other just fertilizer stuff that I put on. And then I have to till it again the other way, and it's just really time consuming, and hopefully I'm building some sort of muscles. So I put some acorn squash all the way over here. I don't know why, I just felt like I wanted to. I just look up what plants go good next to them, and nothing really goes good next to them, and so I just decided to start over here, and I'm going to be planting pumpkins down that way, and so I'm just going to work to the middle. So yeah, but anyways, we just planted these 2 nights ago. So this is what's frustrating, is like they were so big and beautiful in the milk jugs, but there were 3 of them. They were being overcrowded and obviously wouldn't grow. So we put them over here, and they look very sad, but it's about a week. If you give them a week and keep them pretty wet, they do come back. I mean, maybe not all of them. That little guy's iffy. Where did he go? I don't know. But when they're really little, you never know. Oh, there he is. But these were pretty big. I have high hopes for these. So, acorn squash. I think that is the end of my 1 month update. Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens in the next month and how tall my corn is and everything else that's doing really good. Thanks, guys.